Ну что ж, здравствуйте, дорогие друзья! Через Москву, Рязань, Нижний, через жаркий Сочи, через Красноярск мы ехали сюда, чтобы здесь и сейчас сказать: здравствуй, Приморье! С новым дрифтом, друзья! Суперсезон РДС Гран-при 2018 года входит в решающую фазу. У нас очень необычный уикенд. У нас сегодня была квалификация, и скоро начнутся парные заезды топ-32. И прямо сейчас я представлю вам тех, кто заслужил право, кто пробился в основную сетку и кто сегодня выйдет на старт уже совсем скоро. И первым в этом строю стоит представитель города Новосибирска Артур Волчанский, номер 89. Рядом с ним, если бы за красоту автомобиля давали баллы, местный парень практически из Петропавловска-Камчатского Алексей Козлов. Следом команда Fresh Auto, номер 7 Антон Сваринский. И вы успешно влившаяся в этот коллектив местная девушка Екатерина Седых. Ну дальше, поехали. Большое сегодня количество местных пилотов. И еще одного я вам сейчас представлю. 74-й номер Александр Серяк. 61-й стартовый номер на Сильве С-15, который пилотирует Виктор Легай. «67-й номер». Еще один представитель Владивостока Евгений Ефанов. Я вот думаю, называть дальше Владивосток или нет. Ну, в общем, да, продолжаем местных парней представлять. Алексей Леньков, номер 68-й. Следующий пилот также представляет Владивосток. Очень бодро начал, зарядил в стену для начала, а потом раз и пробился в основную сетку парных заездов. Павел Киселев, его Nissan Laurel, 39-й стартовый. Пилот, который, насколько я понимаю, хорошо известен в мире автомобильного спорта. Здесь, на Дальнем Востоке, представляет он находку. И вот пришел профессиональный дрифт. Егор Скрипников. Сначала девушек было 3. Потом одна не смогла немножечко, но еще одна смогла. 100-й номер Валерия Маковозова, город Владивосток. Просто после скрупулезнейшего подсчета всех на свете баллов оказался таки в топ-32 представитель города Находки Григорий Гусев, 97-й номер. Под 94-м на старт сегодня выходит представитель города Владивостока Роман Нехай. Дальше пошли совсем большие звезды, хотя и худые. 86-й стартовый номер, двукратный вице-чемпион российской дрифтерии Никита Шиков. На этом этапе он выступает за команду Fail Crew. А напарником у него, угадайте кто? Вице-чемпион мира Аркадий Цареградцев! Ну, можно считать, в принципе, камбэком на подиум, потому что в 2014 году этот парень был чемпионом РДС. Выступает он сейчас за команду Toyota RDS GP Round, а сегодня взял и выиграл квалификацию Андрей Писегов! И неожиданно в роли напарника Андрея Писегова оказался еще один Андрей, представитель славного города Екатеринбурга, Андрей Остапов, номер 8. Отпустил жену погулять в другую команду, но бдительно за ней следит. Трехкратный победитель РДС Восток Максим Седых. Ну что же, продолжаем. Город Владивосток сегодня доминирует тотально просто на этом параде. И еще один представитель этого славного города под 48-м стартовым номером Эдуард Маляров. 50-й стартовый номер. Представитель города Хабаровска, участник не только дальневосточных, но и сибирских соревнований по дрифту Антон Дубовик. Возвращаемся во Владивосток, который подарил нам много славных пилотов. Один из них под 73-м стартовым номером. Здесь сегодня с нами Константин Горчаков. Ну что ж, следом команда, которая намерена сегодня-завтра дать бой в соответствующем зачете. А команда, которая все мощнее и мощнее с каждым годом выступает. Коллектив под названием «Автопрофи», дорогие друзья. И под 24-м стартовым номером представитель города Красноярска Дмитрий Ермохин. Следующий наш участник уехал из Владивостока, но все равно остался местным. Степан Азаров! Ну и представитель славного города Иркутска Евгений Лосев! Алтайский край, город Барнаул, делегировал к нам вот этого прекрасного парня. По 23-м стартовым номером выступает здесь Иван Никулин! 60-й стартовый номер, автомобиль, который я считаю дальневосточным эндемиком, Nissan Laurel, а пилота зовут Александр Ветров. Ну а дальше коллектив, который в данный момент возглавляет соответствующий зачет RDS Гран-при 2018 года. Команда Аймол ЕЕ Тим, дорогие друзья. И лидер по количеству выигранных чемпионатов РДС Восток. Лидер по количеству напарников, наверное, вообще в истории РДС. Я думаю, что это достижение не будет повторено никогда. Ваш местный парень, по сути дела, Илья Федоров! А если, кстати, посчитать их с напарником, титулы в РДС Восток, получится вообще недосягаемый ни для кого, мне кажется, цифра 6, потому что напарника зовут Тецуя Хибино! Наконец-то можно перестать произносить слово «Владивосток» и перенестись в город Саитама, Япония. Оттуда к нам приехал автор уникального достижения, чемпион D1 Гран-при, победитель американской формулы дрифт Дайго Сайто! И, безусловно, легендарная команда Forward Auto, город Красноярск. На последних двух этапах чехарда в составе наметилась, но неизменно лидер этого коллектива, действующий чемпион российской дрифт-серии. И пока будем говорить лидер личного зачета, хотя вряд ли что-то изменится. Георгий Чевчан! Под 14-м номером его брат Владимир Чевчан! И переведен из наблюдателей в основной состав команды Forward Auto сегодня опытнейший дрифтер Константин Авшаров. Ну что ж, дорогие друзья, искупайте в овациях. Это участники ТОП-32 седьмого заключительного этапа РДС Гран-при 2018 года. И есть у нас сегодня здесь еще и особенный гость, которого я хочу вам представить и передать ему вместе с этим микрофоном ваше благосклонное внимание. Исполняющий обязанности губернатора Приморского края Андрей Владимирович Тарасенко. Андрей Владимирович, микрофон ваш.
Дорогие приморцы, сегодня у нас праздник. Впервые проводится финал России. Поэтому хочу пожелать дрифту побед. И мы на экономическом форуме дадим ходатайство включения реестра нашего спорта дрифт, который родился здесь, в Приморье. И эта возможность позволит растить будущих мастеров. Спасибо вам. Побед!
Андрей Владимирович Тарасенко, исполняющий обязанности губернатора Приморского края. Ну и, конечно, слово директору российской дрифт-серии, одному из наших арбитров, Дмитрию Добровольскому. Дмитрий Андреевич.
Привет, Приморье! Наконец-то главный чемпионат страны добрался до вас. Мы ехали долго, но мы были упорными, и поэтому мы здесь. Сегодня и завтра вы увидите сильнейших пилотов России. И, кстати, не только России. Многих вы уже знаете, многих вы увидите впервые. Но я уверен в одном, что это будут лучшие проезды, которые мы можем вам показать. Мы очень рады вас всех здесь видеть. Сейчас начнется настоящий праздник.
Дмитрий Андреевич Добровольский, дамы и господа. И я с удовольствием представляю его коллег по судейской коллегии. Простите за тавтологию. Ваш местный парень и наш большой друг Дмитрий Олегович Семенюк. И наш большой друг, благодаря которому мы преодолеваем любые языковые барьеры, основной судья RDS Гран-при Хисаши Камимото. Ну и, пожалуй, еще вот одного человека нужно вам представить, без которого не было бы, наверное, РДС в этом виде, в котором мы его знаем и любим. Один из основателей российской дрифт-серии Тимофей Кошарный. Ну что ж, дорогие друзья, наступил торжественный момент, когда, как и в начале любого нашего ивента, звучит государственный гимн Российской Федерации. Мы гордимся тобой, Россия, и с гордостью за свою страну объявляем 7-й этап РДС Гран-при открытым! С новым дрифтом Приморье! Ну что ж, дорогие друзья, те, кто ждет автограф-сессии, она будет, но завтра, когда у нас будет топ-16. А пока, чтобы не терять драгоценное время, пилоты, заводите моторы! Готовимся к парным заездам топ-32. Под ваши аплодисменты!
Okay, here we are again at top 32 RDS GP final round, and you see the pairs. One of the most interesting is Daigo Saito and Dmitry Yermokhin. Dmitry is a very strong pilot, one of the best Siberian drivers, who, as we know, can compete the best drivers in the world, like Arkady Tsarigradsev. We already know a champion, it's Gotcha Chevchan. He qualified, and automatically Daigo Saito cannot reach him. But still, the team result depends a lot on Gotcha's results, so he will try his best for his team forward up to become a champion too. The final round is here at Prim Ring, Vladivostok. For the ones who are watching us only since now, It's Vladivostok. It's opposite side of the country. 6,000 miles away from Moscow, all across the country. And also RDS has junior championships. Junior, talking not about skills, but talking about the territory, because we have RDS East, RDS West, and RDS Siberia, which means middle part. And also we have 3 champions from RDS East qualified too. So all of them are here, all 3. Another great thing is that today we have top 32. Usually it's the next day, but today we have top 32 and tomorrow top 16. And the great thing about this top 32 is that 16 guys that will win today, they're not going they're not only going for tomorrow, but they are also competing for being those 16 who compete Japanese pilots next weekend in D1 Asia Pacific Prem. So that will be a very, very emotional top 32, because many pilots here, of course, will do their best to get qualified, not for only for tomorrow's top 16, but to get qualified for D1 Asia Pacific, which will be different from the previous years. This time it's gonna be Russia against Japan. It will be a team battle. But today is RDS GP, and of course we are waiting for top 32. And also you can see the track here, the directions, and also we have white areas for full throttle. And we have yellow or orange parts where the driver is allowed to slow down a bit. The beautiful place, totally different from the other tracks in Russia. Looks a lot like Coliseum, and that military plane, of course, looks great and makes a cool picture when cars are passing by, making a lot of smoke. 3 or 4 planes here at Prem, actually. 2 big ones, 1 military and 1 more smaller one. So talking about judges and judgment, and here we have 3 judges, and this style of judging close to Formula Drift, where each judge judges only some component, not the whole thing. And so he gives his points, and then plus in all them, we have a total result. So we have Kamimoto-san, the main judge from D1 Championship. He's judging style. Also we have Dmitry Semenuk judging angle, and Dmitry Dobrovolsky judging line. We already had the parade of top 32 drivers which qualified. They were 43 at the beginning. And now guys are getting ready for guys and girls, by the way. We have 2 girls qualified out of 3 girls. So one of them is well known. Ekaterina Sedych is one of the top drivers. She's won several rounds of RDS previous years and this year in RDS East. And another girl is Valeria Makovozova. She's not that experienced, but still qualified. So we have 11 guys that don't compete now because they didn't get enough points, but 2 girls did. Yes, there's gonna be. It's not more of a battle. It's not that much an individual battle. It's more now team battle because 3 teams are really close. It's AMOL team, Outer Profit team, and Forward After team. All of them are really close, and each of them can take the first place after the final round. Still waiting, still getting ready, the final preparations. And soon we'll see top 32. Well, speaking about drivers, there's 20 drivers that came from RDS GP who take part in each round. And there are some drivers from here, from Vladivostok and the closest cities that participate in RDS East, but they've never competed in RDS GP before. So actually it's something like half and half now in top 32. Yeah, there we see the judges. You can recognize Kamimoto-san from even from this point. Yeah, and of course we have 2 international drivers. In each round there's a couple or even 3 international drivers. Here we have 2. It's Daigo Saito, who takes part in every round, and he preferred RDS GP this year to D1 GP. And as a guest is also Tetsuya Hibina. Tetsuya Hibina has rented a car here, so he's driving Mark II of the pilot Konstantin Raspevin, who decided not to take part just so that Hibina has a chance to participate. And there were some troubles with that car, so actually Hibina-san had to show his best to achieve a good result and to get qualified because he lost his first run. The car doesn't move the way he wants. But then in the second run he did his best and became 6th. There's a lot of concrete walls here. That's the thing that differs this track from most of the others. Yeah, we got some sponge here, but sometimes it doesn't help. We've seen big crashes here in RDS East. We've had some lighter crashes during this round in the practice and even today. Okay, we see the couples again. It's Andrei Pesegev, the winner of the qualifies against Grigory Gusev, Konstantin Avsharov, Ivan Nikulin, Ilya Fedorov, Evgeny Yefanov, Alexei Kozlov, Eduard Malerov, Gotcha Chevchan, the champion, against Valery Makovozova, that gold drifter, Artur Volchansky and Roman Nihai, Andrei Stapov and Stepan Azarov, and Alexei Linkov and Konstantin Gorshikov. Okay, we have a warm-up here. And the first pair, the black car, the black R32 of Andrei Pisegov's, who's actually a champion. He's been a champion before. Not last year, but several years ago. And the guy who started his career this year. And last year, he didn't even know what drifting is. Well, he actually knew what it is, but he didn't know the rules. And thought that the second car is trying to be the first and to overrun the first one. So actually just figured out what is drifting not long ago. And he's already doing really good. He's been top 4 in RDS East in Blagoveshchensk, another city. So I'm not sure it's gonna be that easy for Andrei. And of course it's drifting and anything can happen anyways. Okay, let's go. Andrei will be first. That's good. Oh, that's a nice start. Whoa. Grigory was really good at initiation, but then lost the control on the car and crashed a bit. And that influenced the whole other race. Yes. The chaser was on chaser. Was driving chaser. And Andrei Pesega, who has good chances for top 16 and also to get qualified, being one of those 16 who compete Japanese pilots next weekend. Actually, now he can make a safe run, but this year judges decided to be so strict to the ones who make safe runs. So if they see that driver is not trying to show his best, is trying to keep distance, so that driver might get 0 points. Yes, it will take some time to put the sponges back. They are really heavy. First because they're big, and second because we've had rain here. Now they're all wet. And by the way, it's not that good to hit them now, because when they're full of water, they can break the car easily. Grigory took time to fix the car after a contact. I believe it will take less than 5 minutes. But anyways, the timer is going on. Okay, here we go. Grigory is back on the track, and as we already know, in that case, the pilot like Grigory Gusev should try his best to keep competing, because anything can happen, and even losing the first run, you can get back the points in the second. VR against Jay-Z. Toyota and Nissan. Nothing new, as usual. And the green light for the second run. Grigory Gusev real fast. Whoa. And now the question is for Andrei Pisegov if he's doing that on purpose or just his car is that way slower. Oh, good job from both. Well, you've seen everything, and of course, being that good in the leader position doesn't give any advantage to Grigory Gusev because of the first run. Good sync in the transaction. Okay, we have another pair on the warm-up. We have two Dmitris and Kamimoto-san giving victory to Andrei Pisegov. Here's Konstantin Ovcharov. Different Silvias here we have, not only because one of them is 13 and another is 15, two different ENGs. Konstantin prefers the SR20, which is supposed to be there, and Ivan Nikulin put LS3 there. Both pilots are skillful, and maybe some emotional advantages on Konstantin's side on S15, because right before this round he took part in RDS East and took first place. So he's probably encouraged by that. Okay, let's go. And Konstantin is gonna be first because he qualified better. Okay, last angle from Ivan. Last angle here. Konstantin missed the outside zone. Well, it's a nice drifting for top 32. Definitely not bad. Yeah, we've seen Japanese style from Konstantin, from the leader. He made it like a flip and fly, and Ivan to manage the speed and using handbrake. Had to make a smaller angle to be close. So everything's okay, but the angle is different. I'm not sure if Konstantin had a possibility to see how far Nikulin is, but I believe that the sound of his LS3 engine was really close, and Costa knows now that he's got to do all his best. Looking at this picture, you won't believe that that there was a strong wind, and the rain was even stronger than the wind just not long ago. And a couple of groups that qualified had to do it in the pouring rain. Okay, let's wait, and we're gonna have a green light here. Oh, no. Failed with the start. By the way, the second is allowed to start before, but the first one is not. Okay, perfect. Whoa, oh. And now the question is, why was that contact? Was it because of the second? That Konstantin didn't manage his speed? Or the first one slowed down that much? But actually we can see that that Konstantin was a lot faster. Now we gotta get the results to understand whose mistake was it. More than likely that Konstantin's the chaser, but it usually depends on the judge to make his own opinion on the situation. We have a four-time champion of RDS East, Ilya Fedorov, that blue car, blue Silvia, and a very fast and very angly, I would say, because he likes to drive with big angles. That Toyota Supra with Anton Svorinsky. Another strong pair, actually two strong pilots. Probably more experience on the side of Ilya Fedorov. Okay, once again. Ivan Nikulin has all chances to win here, but still, why so slow there? It doesn't look like he stopped, but actually Konstantin tried his best to get slower. I think judges are discussing this problem right now too. the judges are thinking and watching again. And as we see that Konstantin is really being more fast here, because Ivan being second, being chaser, because Ivan there with a smaller angle was trying to reach Konstantin, and only small angle helped him not to stay far. And the same situation when they switched. Konstantin, being chaser, tried his best to stay close, and it looks like Ivan just didn't use the gas pedal at that moment. So he was kind of waiting of, hey man, hit me first. But can you imagine if Ivan found that pedal, that gas pedal? That would be an awesome drifting with two cars stuck one to each other. And here we go. Konstantin Ovcharov is winning this battle. Not even one more time. No one more time. So yeah, actually at that point the leader was supposed to go full throttle. But there was no smoke from his rear wheels. So the judges decided that maybe on purpose, maybe not, but anyways, he didn't do it properly. And the chaser had nothing to do with it. Okay, Ilya Fedorov and Anton Svorinsky, two great drifters. Ilya draws a perfect line. It seems like Anton is cannot reach Ilya having 800 horsepower against 450 or 500. A huge advantage in the power doesn't give you that much advantage if the leader is doing everything great and knows when to make full throttle. If the car is tuned properly. Well, if you've seen Ilya before, you know that that guy can move fast in any car. He's been to D1 China having 370. That was the worst car. That was the weakest car in D1 China for that moment. But actually Ilya competing the guys with 700 horsepower was not that slower. And took several wins against powerful cars. So that's drifting and that's skills. Knowing the right moment, knowing the line, and feeling the car. So more than likely that Ilya will try his best to knock on the door right now of Anton's Supra. Okay, here we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. And Anton lost the car. I believe it's gonna be okay. And Ilya knowing that there's no need to keep racing, to keep chasing, especially knowing that there's no one to chase for the moment, has stopped drifting and finishes on the straight wheels. Okay, once again doing flip. Ilya decided that he needs less angle, because if Anton finds the right moment and the right line, he can be really fast. But then Anton moved to the sponges. All three judges giving victory to Ilya Fedorov, and another driver from Vladivostok goes to top 16, as well as D1 championship next weekend. So the previous winner was a 4-time champion of RDS East, and now we have a 3-time champion of RDS East, who became champion after Ilya moved to Moscow. Here's Maxim Sedlich. By the way, the husband of well-known Yekaterina K. Drift. That awesome girl drifter. Okay, we have a warm-up here. Looks like have some issues. Slows down, or maybe he's trying something to fill the car and check something. No, he says to mechanics, no need for checking or changing the pressure. Maxim is gonna be the leader first, because he qualified better. And Alexander Siriago, by the way, we have JZs anyways, Nissan, Toyota, no matter. Maxim is really fast. It's very, very hard to get him at the initiation point. But here, he slows down usually, and that's what Alexander uses to get closer. He's done everything good using the inner line, but by that moment, he lost the leader, I guess. And that will be tough for him to win here. Looks like a dragster. front wheels jumping up. Not that much angle, but still in the clipping zone. And here he slows down. Maxim slows down and gives it an opportunity for chaser. Well, here does a good job. Svorinsky. Oh no, Svorinsky, Chirac. And here, yeah, here he lost him. Good job from Maxim and several mistakes from Alexander. But let's see what's gonna be next run. Pretty hot here, yeah, at Prim Ring. It's a Vladivostok is a Russian seaport, and usually it's really hot here in September and even October because the sea keeps temperature. So the second part. Maxim is really good in pair drifting. He can get really close. I'm not sure he's gonna do that right now because he's got a huge advantage. But as you see, even if the leader makes mistakes, he can manage that and adjust to him. Great. Good quality drifting here in top 32. Maybe because the guys know that winning their opponent gives them not only top 16 but also D1 tournament and the possibility to chase and to compete the Japanese drivers. We'll have Masato Kawabata here and all those Fudzino. The best stars of D1 GP next weekend. And now RDS GP. Maxim wins. Oh yeah, by the way, we'll have a Champions Derby. Champions battle because tomorrow we'll have a 4-time champion Ilya Fedorov against 3 times champion Maxim Sadeh. One against another. Today only top 32. Tomorrow top 16 and furthermore till the end. And here's Evgeny Lossev that could actually win the qualifiers, but made a small mistake in the end. Auto Profit team. Yeah, so he actually qualified 4th. And Alexander Vetrov, almost 3 times less power with his Nissan Lowroll. He just started this year. Oh, and here's a good advantage for Alexander Vetrov. another reason to not to give up, never give up, because having 3 times less power and many times less skills and experience, Alexander has all the chances. Here in Russia, he's more known as a wet driver, talking about Alexander, because he's been making a YouTube blogging about the Atmo drifting, Atmo cars, and driving right this Laurel 2-liter motor, 2-liter engine. Riding in the streets, drifting in the streets, and of course becoming a professional drifter, he had to refuse from that. Otherwise he would lose the license. We won't see the points because that type of judging doesn't supposed to show points for the first run. But anyways, the second run will be pretty tough for Evgeny because of the speed difference between 2 cars. Poor sponges. Okay, once again from the copter. Here we go, Evgeny Losov doing everything right, but maybe not enough angle because the speed became too furious. And there you go. That was a small correction from Alexander when Losov hit the sponges, but probably he was a little afraid that the driver wouldn't adjust to that moment and lose his car, so he kind of like slowed down a bit. We don't know what judges think, but we'll know for sure pretty soon. Because now we're having a second run that will give answers to all the questions. Okay, Alexander has been first, been leader, and here we go. Evgeny Losov is trying to do... Oh! And the same mistake from Alexander Vetrov. So now a lot more opportunities for Chaser, for Evgeny to come back in the battle. Definitely being angry at himself, Evgeny. Not for the second round, for the first one, and being angry to himself for sure. Because he wants to compete tomorrow. He wants to compete Japanese drivers next weekend. Last time at D1 he's done a good job winning Tetsuya Hibina and almost winning Daigo Saito, but the car broke and he had to compete with a broken car and still was good. The whole audience here at Dreambrink fell in love with Evgeny for his will, for his patience. I don't know the answers, but I might guess that, yeah, Evgeny Losiev would win. All three judges given victory, and I believe that Alexander Vetrov, with his mistake, made the result. And here we have Vladimir Shevchan, the elder brother of Gocha. Gocha is well known all over the world. Oh, thank God it's warm-up. And it's another good battle because Vladimir is really skillful and Ekaterina is a top driver. That's gonna be interesting. Two Sylvias, but different, of course, because Sylvia, Kate's Sylvia has got Jay-Z there, and Vladimir is still using SR20. Yeah, and by the way, SR20 is more powerful here than 2JZ. Who would think? But it's VT. And forward after team is specialized on SR's engines. Okay, let's go. That's gonna be really interesting. The girl drifter leading. Vladimir Shevchan chasing. Oh. Straight in the car. Less angle from Vladimir. Oh, whoa, 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 and doing a good job here from Ekaterina. Looked like she's almost turning around. Yes, losing a wrong line from Vladimir because. And that big mistake with straight in the car, and here Ekaterina's got good angle, and Vladimir had to use smaller angle to get closer. Well, yeah, that was a big slowdown from Ekaterina here, and maybe judges won't give anything for that, just because the second car didn't smash the first, because of the distance. And now you gotta see how that girl drifter is doing the second number job. That was a kiss the wall from Ekaterina. And and she's a good chaser, and she follows Vladimir across the line. Whoa, 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 what was that? The same mistake as Vladimir's. Not that long, not that big distance. And if we count that mistakes like one-on-one, we gotta admit that here Vladimir crossed the line, and he's not allowed to do that. 2 wheels out of track. And Yekaterina following him is okay about that because she follows where the leader goes. So even with that mistake of straight in, it looks to me that the judges will give victory to Yekaterina, but I'm not sure. I can't say that it's definitely this. Well, we'll know in a second or minute. Depends on how much they discuss that. Maybe they will need more replays. A lot of high quality drifting, and we're only getting to probably the main battle of top 32, because here we got Daigo Saito and Dmitry Yermohin. Very strong couple. No need to say anything about Daigo Saito. And but maybe not everybody knows Dmitry Yermohin. Well, I must say that he can compete Daigo. Once again, the mistake from the leader is punished way more than a mistake from the second. Okay, here we go, Daigo warming up. Now warming the front wheels. And Dmitry Yermohin. Dmitry seems that he wants to warm only the rear wheels, and Daigo decides that he needs to warm the front wheels too. Well, okay. And once again, copter view. Straight wheels here. Another initiation. And even though Vladimir didn't get close because he lost the line, the distance is huge here. And here we have yeah, really slow from Yekaterina, but she was making gas anyways, lots of smoke from the rear wheels. So we can't say that that she did that for on purpose. More close to Vladimir from Yekaterina. Another huge mistake from Vladimir. We cannot count that as a mistake for Yekaterina because she followed. And here she's got a mistake. She's straightened. Anyways, looks more like it's a K-Drift victory. Yeah, that's what we see. Another Vladivostok driver goes to top 16. Both her and her husband made the result here. the the competition of Japan and Krasnoyarsk. Siberian drifter against Japanese. Oh, here we go. Dmitry Yermokhin, take a look at this. Twice less powerful, talking about cars, but still being good. Yeah. .400 horsepower. Yes, and not that engine anymore in Daigo's car, not 900. No 1000 horsepower. But still it's 2JZ, something like 600 horsepower. And Dmitry is doing a great job being chaser. And a good angle from the second. We can't say that he was close only because of the small angle. Very good from Dmitry Yermokhin. Well, as I've told you, he's one of the top drivers. He can compete the best drivers of the world. Now waiting for the answer of Daigas. Let's go. For now, it doesn't look that Daigo's been closer to Dmitry than Dmitry was. And by the way, Saito is using less angle. As for clipping zones, okay from Dmitry Yermokhin. Here he missed the third one. Missed the fourth. And here a good angle from Dmitry and less angle from Daigo Saito. But Dmitry Yermokhin missed several clipping zones, being first. And that might give victory to Daigo. But we gotta know what judges say. So for now I think that it's either one more time or Daiga's victory. Small angle is not such a big mistake as missing half of clipping zones, or maybe more than half. Judges want to see the replay once again. Here it's the first run. Okay, Daigo missed the first clipping zone. Missed the second. Or no, he's got the second, he's got third. Missed the fourth. Looks pretty much the same, actually. Okay, let's see the clipping zones again. The first one, okay. The second one, okay. Here's the problem with the third clipping zone and with the fourth. So actually 2 clipping zones missed, and the same with Daigo. But Daigo was missed the first and the fourth. Seems more like it's one more time actually. But we gotta know what judges say. Because they know the task better and they know what pilots do or they don't. What mistakes they make. And anyways, the winner of that couple, Dmitry Yermohin or Daigo Saito, goes to Evgeny Losov. So that could be a great battle of 2 Mark IIs, of 2 very, very aggressive drivers. One more time. Yeah, we have one more time here. But we'll see the battle of Dmitry's and Daigos after all top 32 battles. So they have time to change the tires, so we wouldn't lose time right now. Okay, we have Shigov Nikita from Moscow and Skripnikov Igor Nakhotka. Nakhotka city is not far from Vladivostok. Okay, let's go. Much more experience on the side of Nikitas and his GD86. Whoa! Almost good job from Igor, being so close. But little trouble after that. Such a big difference in the size of the cars. Great. Great job from Yegor Skripnikov. It's first year in drifting against Nikita's 7 RDS. Take a look at this. Bigger angle, almost backwards. Just a little missed the moment of making full throttle. And we've got distance here. But then he cut this distance and now he's almost knocking on the door from here. Even doing that. Awesome. Yeah, first year, Skripnikov Igor came from track racing, from ice trekking as well. First year in drifting. Doing a good job. Yes, he had mistakes, and that mistakes give opportunity to Nikita Shikov. Because if there were no mistakes, driving like this, oh, that would be, oh. Skripnikov Igor makes the same mistake at initiation, catching backwards. And after that, Nikita decided to make a safe spin-in, not to hit Yegor's car. Well, that was emotional. Actually, there was problems with the initiation from both, and nobody knows what would happen if Igor did okay. It doesn't mean that Nikita would be okay too. But his luck, Skripnikov, Yegor lost the car. So probably judges will have any chance to punish Nikita. Nice view from here. Oh no, that was almost a V letter by both cars. One going backwards, another going with a very small angle. Looks like a speed difference made Nikita use the small angle to stay close. But if Skripnikov Igor wins, that would be definitely a small sensation for the tournament. Okay, and here we have another famous driver from Russia. For now, Arkady is a vice champion of the first FIA championship that took part in Japan last year. He's beat Kawabata in the second round in the final battle. Very skillful. And another guy who started this year. Lots of them here. The Pavel Kiselov, ice champion. He's won several times in ice drifting, and now decided to try the regular drifting at the top level. So here he is. He has won the qualifies of the final round of RDS East, scoring 99.5. But still not that good in pairs. And okay, two judges give victory to Nikita Shikov. Okay, let's get back to Arkady Tsarigradsev, or as we know him, Arkasha from Krasnoyarsk, from Siberia, and the Vladivostok driver, the beginner, Pavel Kiselov. 2.5 difference in the horsepowers, 2.5 times. Whoa, and that's a good job from Pavel Kiselov. Pavel is trying to stay close, even though the difference is huge in power. Yeah, you cannot do anything about that. Huge advantage for Arkady. Great job here with clipping zone. Looks like he missed the second one. Okay, on the third. And he missed the fourth. But yes, the chaser trying to catch the leader is trying to go faster in this part. And then he needs to manage that to get into a turn, because the car still wants to go outside. waiting for the second run. Now we'll see how good Pavel is in leading. Whoa, great flip from Pavel. Good work with the clipping zone. I missed the fourth. Weird sounds from Arkady's GTR. 1200 horsepower, just to remind you. The most powerful car in the championship. Great initiation. I believe Arkady can do better being chaser, but he doesn't need to do that right now. He's got a huge advantage after the first run, and just makes this run comfortable for himself. I'm pretty sure the judges wouldn't take a long time to make a result. Yes, here we are. No replays. 3 judges decide that Arkasha wins. Anyways, Pavel is good. It's his first year, and he did a good job. And here we have Victor Ligai. Victor Ligai and Anton Dubovik. One from Vladivostok, another from Khabarovsk, 2 cities in the eastern part of Russia. But Victor participates in RDS East, and Anton decided to go further and now participates in Siberia. Yeah, it's a nice wave here in the seaport. Why not? And still we have empty places, but tomorrow, starting with the top 16, definitely we'll see the full arena. Okay, Victor Ligai asked for 5-minute break. And by the way, VIP zone is full. Three judges are waiting for Victor to finish his technical corrections. There we see the blue ML team car with the pilot inside. The pilot is Tetsuya Hibina, another guest from Japan today. Tetsuya Hibina is the first Japanese driver who took part in RDS a couple years ago. He spent 2 whole seasons here and won the RDS East Championship twice. If something happens, what would help? The big hammer, for sure, especially here in Russia. Okay, we got a cameraman here, but he'd better check the car from the other side, 'cause the main things are happening with the right wheel. Looks like tension or something is has got crooked, and probably Victor is trying to fix it without changing. Anyway, some troubles with the suspension. Looks like that. Well, this would be a loss for the tournament, because Victor is doing really good. Nice car, nice driver. Okay, putting the hood back. It doesn't mean that problem is fixed, but the guys already have no time. Yeah, you see the battery holding the wheel, holding the car actually. Not holding, but keeping it safe in case something happens. Okay, out of time for now. Yeah, it's a technical failure. Run out of 5 minutes. And Anton Dubovik is making a bye run. He needs to start and needs to finish to show that he was able to compete. He actually could do it with the straight wheels, like here in the end. But Anton decided to give more practice to himself. Anton's pair for tomorrow is Arkady Tsarigradsev. Tetsuya Hibina, Mark II, JZ. Definitely lots of issues with the car. The car doesn't like any other angle except for the small one. Willing to turn around all the time, so Hibina-san needs to be careful with that. Well, he actually knows for sure, because his first run in qualifies was 0 because of that issue. Evgeny Ivanov. Big difference in the power. Whoa, 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 whoa. And we have a crash here. Understeer and crash. Not enough angle from Evgeny Ivanov. Oh, that was an easy win for Tetsuya for sure, because Evgeny Ivanov is just a beginner, and he's not one of those beginners who are doing great from the start. He's just making first steps, and his victory was that he qualified top 32, and yeah, that was close. Could smash another Mark II. But still, anything can happen. So let's wait and see the second run. Who knows? Considering that it will be really tough for Hibina-san to follow now. But he's a great master and great pilot, so I'm pretty sure that he knows what to do with this. After this couple, we'll have Alexei Kozlov and Eduard Molerov, and the winners of 2 pairs will meet together tomorrow in top 16, and after that one more time. Okay, here we go. Hibina-san is being really careful. After passing the initiation, he decides that he can get closer. But still, the tempo of the first driver is really slow, and we see the problems that Hibina-san needs to adjust to that speed. First year in drifting from Evgeny Ivanov. And I don't know how many, maybe 20 years from Tetsuya Hibina. By the way, Hibina-san is gonna drive his own Supra at D1 Asia Pacific. So we'll see much more skills from him. Obvious. Not that obvious here, because here we have two interesting and skillful drivers. The guy with the nickname Drift King here in Vladivostok. Driving Toyota Chaser. And Alexei Kozlov from Kamchatka. Northern peninsula in the east of the country. Waiting for Alexei Kozlov. And now another 5 minutes for technical help. Something happens all the time. The guys who prefer Nissan would say it's Toyota. That's the problem. But as we've seen before, the same was with Nissan too. So I would say it's a drift issue. So many people there. Something with wrong with the cooling system, I guess. Not enough water. Water is being used instead of different anti-freezing products. Just in case the car gets crashed and the fluid comes out to a racetrack. The anti-freezing fluids are slippery, and it's pretty hard to dry them out. And water is good. Water is okay. A small advantage on the side of Alexei Kozlov. Power first. And Alexei did a good job becoming second on the final round of RDS East. Encouraged by that, I believe. Here we go. Nice tempo. And we see the distance. And we see the smaller angle from the Chaser. Toyota Cresta and Chaser being Chaser. Now Chaser is gonna be leader. Late initiation from the second car. Not bad, nice angle from the leader. Going wide. Switching quickly. Great looking car. Also bright and shiny. Well, we gotta see what Alexei can do being Chaser. Okay, let's go. Flipping both, more angle, whoa, whoa, whoa. Great job from Alexei. First year in the professional drifting, by the way, too, from Alexei Kozlov and his purple Toyota Cresta. Oh, and here's a problem from the leader. No questions with the victory. It looks like the leader missed the clipping zone and the Chaser got there. Okay, there we have another couple. Two-time champion of RDS, including this season. Already a champion. Yes, that's what we thought about. Alexei wins. Gocha against the girl drifter. He's had some emotional battles against Kate Drift, Ekaterina. And here we have another girl drifter, not that experienced. And I'm pretty sure that he's not gonna have any problems with Valeria, but still remembering that anything can happen. We gotta wait and see. Now it looks as Gotcha takes 5 minutes. Almost every pair doesn't start at the time, because something happens all the time. Yes, 5 minutes for Gocha. And it looks like it's major problems there, because we have computer plugged in. Well, we have nothing to do but wait. Everything's open and we don't know what the issue is. The hood, the trunk, the door. Only Gocha is okay because the pilot's door is closed. Let's imagine that Gotcha comes to his computer guy and says, man, she's got 300 horsepower and I've got 700. Can you make 1,000, please? Yeah, and time passes by. And we have another computer there. Another laptop. Man, that sucks. When you have a problem with the car, you plug the computer and you have a problem with the laptop. And you gotta change the laptop, but you can't change the car here. You can make it after, right after qualifies, but if you start it already, two computers already linked. I don't know if it's possible. That guy with the laptop that just closed the door is one of the best in Russia. And I just remembered how it was in D1 China when he helped a lot to Frederick Asbo, who was competing there too. And after that, Asbo won, took first place. And it was the first time when not a Japanese driver won the D1 round. Two-time difference. As Maybe not all the 700 horsepower, but most of them are there. And we see that that is enough for Gocha to stay in the battle and lead the battle. It doesn't look like the car has any issues. Really, really, really makes it look easy. Even enough power to make that flip. Almost no angle from Valeria. Well, yes, let's see what's gonna happen now. When Gocha needs to follow. Is the car still good enough? Also gonna adjust to a very, very slow driver. No clipping zones for Valeria. Missed all of them. Maybe the last one, yes. The last clipping point, clipping zone is okay. Easy job for the judges, especially that they don't need to give points for that. They just need to say who's better. So I guess not we are waiting for their decision, but they are waiting for the replay to finish. And Gocha's made top 16 and taking part in D1 Asia Pacific Prim Ring against Japan next weekend. Okay, here we go. A warm-up from another two drivers. Volchansky and Mihai. Actually good lines from Volchansky. But looks like he's got some issues. Not that fast as we've seen other guys before. And it looks like something slows him down all the time. I don't know what the problem is, but the tempo is really slow. By the way, the winner would go to Gocha. Tomorrow. Maybe this time no one will take 5 minutes. Yeah, Thank you, guys. Because no lights here. And we gotta finish before the sunset. One horsepower difference, 499 from Volchansky from Toyota Altazza, and 500 from Nissan R32. Okay, let's go. Oh, and got problems with initiation. Maybe touching the wall or maybe being really close to the leader. We made a mistake. And again, Toyota Altazza doesn't look that fast, so probably Roman should have been more careful at initiation and catch him later. But admitting the good lines from the leader, perfect fourth clipping zone. Straight wheels and big distance, that's the result for R32 and its pilot. Whoa, again kissing the wall, and one more time. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was interesting. Made some opposite drifting. Smashed the wall again with the front. And kept drifting. Amazing. Special prize for that trick. Like nothing happened. Once here. Sponge is not interesting. Concrete wall, yes. Once, twice, and almost third time. Maybe he thought that Chaser is gonna repeat after him. I don't know. And definitely made some noise there. Smashing the wall. Good lens from Astapov. Both cars are interesting because one is Lexus and another has got a Mitsubishi engine. The only car in RDS that's got 4G engine from Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution. So the name Evo Silvia works okay with that car. Okay, let's go. What happened? Oh, it looks like something's wrong with the car. Whoa, man. What's going on there? Okay, something was wrong before the initiation already. And then initiated. And then what happens? And then Stepan Azarov hits Astapov. And now judges need to decide what happened, whether it was mistake of the leader or chaser's fault. But now it more looks to me like some problems with the yellow car. Lots of questions for judges. I guess they'll need more replays on that situation, because actually now we got information that that the wheel disc was broken, and also we know the rule that the guys can't change the tires if something happens. And no one knows what about discs. Is it allowed to switch the disc? And how to do it? And Andrei Astapov takes 5 minutes. And if the wheel is broken, so Astapov wouldn't be able to continue the battle. But whose mistake was it? Both cars are broken. And here we got some suspension troubles. And here we got some wheel troubles. And no one knows whose mistake it is. And once again, the rules are that the pilot is not allowed to switch tires in a battle between two runs. Yeah, well, the mechanics have nothing to do other than fix the arm with a hammer. No time to change. And we have 2 minutes left. By the way, if Stepan Nazarov takes 5 minutes, so both pilots will have more time for fixing their problems. Yeah, it still looks like they're gonna have five more minutes. Okay, it looks like the car is fixed. Not sure that perfectly, but we have what we have. Yeah, everyone's waiting for the judge's decision because if it was the fault of Stepan Nazarov and because of the wheel, Astapov cannot continue. That might be the decision of Stepan's loss anyway. Yeah, so there's a decision to make a buy run. So we have a decision from the judges that the pilot of this car of this Silvia is not guilty in that accident. And so this bypass brings victory to Stepan Nazarov. Okay, maybe we'll see drift now. Not the competition of mechanics, but the competition of drivers. Now two Vladivostok drivers. Alexei Linkov, I'll remind you, is a qualification king here in Vladivostok, in RDS East. Now we'll try to do his best in Paris in RDS GP. Okay, let's go. Using flip at initiation. It's about Alex Linkov. And Konstantin Gorchakov decides just to use handbrake. Quick transition. And it looks like Gorchakov cannot adjust to that tempo. Okay, once again, flipping but a small angle. Really small angle, giving more angle here. And still small angle. I don't know whether some issues with the car, but usually Alexei has big angles. But having a not the best leader run, he's got advantage because of Konstantin's not synchronized drifting. Okay, let's see the answer. Whoa! Oh. Now looks like Alexei has got issues with the car, with the power, because he's got late, very late, having more horsepower. And his luck, Konstantin made a mistake, hitting the sponges and losing the angle and starting drifting again. Too many technical problems lately from different drivers, different cars, and now we'll take some time to put those boxes back. Alexei wins, but definitely some problems with the car that we hope he will fix by tomorrow. Those sponges look more and more like cheese, having holes in them. And here we got one more time from Daigo Saito and Dmitry Yermokhin. Who, from my opinion, looked a little better than Daigo, but not enough better, not enough good for judges to give him a victory. Pretty close overall. And now we'll see them once again. Judges don't give them a full warm-up, so they start warming up right over there. And Dmitry Yermokhin, what happened? Well, that would be really bad if Daigo wins without any competition. Oh, 5 minutes for Dmitry Yermokhin to fix probably the tension or something. Yeah, we have no timer anymore because the 5 minutes will start after the car enters the service park. Yeah, we see that the wheels look in different directions, and the guys need to steer them with their hands. And the same again for another Auto Profi car. Okay, we got a timer here. 5 minutes. Yeah. We see the sparks of welding and well, did it much quicker than previous time. No, not yet. Wonder if they see anything. And 3 minutes left. Lots of welding. Maybe because it's hard to see where Andrei Shukhanov, the mechanic, is welding. Or maybe just to make it better and stronger, not to break again. Just a minute left. Burn the leg. Not a Formula 1 record, but still really fast. Here we go. 10 seconds left and he's back. And no warm-up to check the control. Maybe just a short donut. Finally, here we are. And the same thing again. Saito leads. And Yermokhin chases. What's going on? Tiger probably didn't want to start, seeing that Dmitry started before him. And once again, here we go. Something happens to the car again. Jesus. Okay, once again, we've had advantage for Daigo Saito. And here, Yermokhin tried to get closer and keeps trying, but keeps being a little bit late. And here, the car refused to drift. Maybe the same issue with the suspension, maybe something else. I don't know. Okay, the engine problem. And technical failure. Now we'll see the buy run by Daigo Saito. Yeah, that was really close to beating Daigo Saito in their first battle. And that awful one more time for Dmitry Yermokhin. Not his fault, but one technical problem after another. And Daigo Saito competing Nikita Shigov tomorrow. Well, congratulations to all those guys who made top 16, because it's not only top 16 in the final round, it's also the crew that will compete the Japanese guys next weekend in D1 Asia Pacific. So it's double happiness about top 16 for all of them. Tomorrow the battle will continue, so we see the pairs now for top 16. Both Japanese drivers, some champions here, and also lots of guys from Vladivostok. Okay, let's finish for today. Congrats once again to all the 16 guys. Good job here on Prim Ring. See you tomorrow. Check the streaming.
Toyo Tires. Инновационные высококачественные шины класса Ultra High Performance бросают вызов высоким скоростям. Движение вызывает восхищение. Toyo Tires.
качество, чистый адреналин, чистый звук. Пионер. Аудиосистема для тебя и твоего автомобиля.